And I am live. With that, it's time to go get back to the Crystal Tower raids. Right then. New Game Plus, Crystal Tower. Fuck's sake. But before that... No, I'm not healing another one. Last time, it didn't go so well. So instead, straight into a raid roulette for the warm-up, as my normal one goes. Oh shit. Omega. Right then. This fight can be interesting. This fight can be really interesting. I've got fucking standstill. He was about to take a very hard I think they're gonna die very quickly. That seems to be working. Look at the fucking grit on. could have got messy. That almost got really bad. This fight can be pushy. This fight can be a little vicious. There we go. And we'll survive! This is getting ugly. This fight can get ugly very, very quickly. Oh, this attack hurts like hell. Here we go, come on. Shit. Nearly. Oh, my controls. Yeah. Right. There we go. Come on. That probably just saved my own hide. So there's a double mustard bomb, whoosh. That actually really good, like that would have killed me. I think we've got this. This may could be fucking nasty. That'll be probably saved my own. That'll be probably saved my fucking life. It's up to the name, doesn't it? Jesus. Oh yeah. Just to mention, Omega can be fucking nasty. And that Tank Buster is brutal. That Tank Buster, if you don't know what you're doing, can be brutal because he did it twice in a row. In any case, with that, let's get on with the story, shall we? New Game Plus, Crystal Tower. Welcome to the Crystal Tower raids, featuring best Catboy Grahat here. Story-wise, I've not actually unlocked them yet in the New Game Plus, so I have to go have a word with them first for a cutscene. A little bit more fucking lore dump. Not as much as the Dragoon quest lines last night, but still. This will explain who a character is later, by the way. There we go. Gentlemen, the secrets of ancient Alag beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavour to neutralise the structure's outer defences. Ambrose, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allagan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself. Though I admit my role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. Will do, Catboy, will do. Oh, also, feed the bird. Don't want the bird to get too hungry, do we? Nor do I want to fall down there. And here we go, into the gate. To the Leaping Gate, yeah, that's fucked. That's gonna take some time to bloody fix. I ain't mending that. I don't have the tools to mend that. You need a crane. And multiple other things. And to protect you from Allagan tech. Because their tech's aggressive. They're based off Omega, that thing we were just fighting. The Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Tid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. Looks at him like he's a cheeky little shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, Graha can be a cheeky little shit, but he's good. He means well. Oh yeah, whoever's watching, is my lighting looking okay? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, if you try and cross those without what we've got, you will die. Horrifically. Painfully. Quickly. And violently. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defences which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 arms of the tower's inner reaches. It's more than 20 bloody arms. Yep. Very strong shield. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took to paint the craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one. Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see they work. Look, just fucking throw it. You've got a really strong arm. Lob the thing at it. Oh! Oh my, they are quite potent, aren't they? Yeah, they're a bit strong. Success! I like his victory dance. I for one am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. There'll be someone somewhere moaning about how we're destroying ancient historical artifacts. And for one, I don't really care. Boom. It's my turn to do it now, innit? Story statues. You're gonna have to collapse. This last one is yours, old friend. Seemed only right. Will do, mate. Will do. Moment. Got a message. Right then. Oh, we did it! So much for the outer defences. Indeed. Never mind, I've just completely skipped that. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest while we wait here while Taylor and a hand-picked party of his adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and leap to tell the tale. Taylor here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we shall be idle in his absence. While Taylor and his companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analysing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient law will be invaluable in that endeavour, historian Grahart here. Pah! Do you ever tired of being right, old man? Taylor, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we prefer it if any relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Taylor. friend, while we get on with this. Yep. So just checking on a friend, making sure they're alright. Meanwhile, before that happens, let's have a look at the entrance. Yeah, got a friend who's taking a nap. Normally, she's a regular viewer, but she's pretty out of it. In any case, in we go to Lota. The Labyrinth of the Ancients. Oh. Can't fly through this bit. It appears to be outside the gates. Meanwhile, it's also pretty much right next to the big dragon up there. Jesus. You don't realise how tall that structure is. And even then, it pales in comparison to the Crystal Tower. To that. Big dragon. Massive fucking tower. Big dragon. Massive tower. Like, it's obnoxiously big. Obnoxiously bloody big. Like, seriously, that tower is gigantic. And I don't think there's any lifts. Right, I appear to have someone. Right. I've got someone to join us. It's really fun. Something. Well, I've got something to chat with my FC boss about later. Hopefully. Don't know what it is. The dude had run-ins with someone I used to be with before, so I was expecting it might have been something to do with that, but no, it's not. The only thing with this questline is you've got to wait for the duties, and that can be a little irritating. But generally these fill up quite quickly, because there'll still be people doing the level 80 relic weapons, and you need. Well, this is one of the ways you get some of the items. Someone worried about leaving and he's not. That's good, at least. My FC boss, he's sound. We've had our differences in the past, but generally he's always been alright with me. In fact, he took me in after my last FC booted me out due to, well, big time ex-partner drama. I'm going to be flying around while I wait for this thing to bloody pop. If I see anything big and ugly that needs killing, I'll do that, but for now, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the Crystal Tower raids are pretty good, to be honest. I love them. They're some of the better raids in this game. They're one of the better. It's like all the 24-person raids are fun. The Crystal Tower ones are the first and some of the best. Jeez, I'm playing around here for a while. Back when I did my first Zodiac Relic, I had to come here, spend a bit of time here doing the first one to get the anima stage done properly. Then because I fucked up with the Nova stage, I had to do that basically twice. I used my original then once I got my Zodiac weapon, I had to do that stage again. Luckily, I had to kill a lot less things, not 10 of each monster it wanted me to kill. And that, because that took a while. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought that wasn't one of the, thought that was one of the A ranks. Anything interesting going on in this game? Doesn't look like it right now. No Crystal Tower stuff. Oh, in we go! Well, let's go get this. Let's get this shit show on the road. Go kick some ass. Jeez sake. There we go. One more person to click yes. Looks like I might be getting a promotion in my FC. It's quite nice. Does look like a title one, but head of the disciplinary committee. I do love it. I like this raid. It's quite pretty looking, isn't it? This is all elegant technology. It is also, even though most things will go down like nothing else, there's 2 fights here. Actually, no, there's 3 fights here that can still wipe a raid if people ignore the mechanics. shit, shit. Fucking controller! There we go. Yeah, here, just basic trash pulls. But yeah, we're creating a new rank in my FC called Disciplinary Committee, and it looks like I'll be heading it up. I've got no idea what it involves. Probably just making sure people behave themselves. Oh. Loads and loads and loads of plumbing things. It's really great. These things are quite easy. Oh shit! And I was used the completely and jumped in the completely wrong direction there. Right then, get more trash. Yeah, start this with a big bunch of trash pulls. Yeah, these raves might as well be 24-person dungeons. You know what? Even if that's how you can consider them, they're still damn good ones. There's a hell of a scale to them. Also, if you wonder why I've not got all the animations turned on, it's because doing that will utterly fuck my look. It'll tank this. It'll make this thing chug like no else. And yeah, this computer is relatively newish. I don't want to fucking chug it already, you know? It's expensive. Computers are pricey. Right then. Time to put down the bone dragon. It's basically the dragon zombie. And Mando is doing things right, and someone's fucking stunned it. Don't kill it there, you tools. I'm gonna draw it south so you can kill it before the ads get to it, preferably. You can kill the ads before they get to it, preferably. Otherwise, well, damage, you get hurt. Not gonna lie though, the music is epic. And this thing does go down like a bit of a bitch. But you've got to kill it 3 times because it's basically a zombie dragon. And that's what happens if they get to the boss. They run towards him if they kill too close, if they get too close to each other. And you take 1,000 damage. That's all it is. At this point, that's pretty much nothing because you can get healed for that with regen. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, I've never known what that was. Oh, there we go. Boss dead. I have those. That is mage stuff. Hold on. I've had to pretty much put it behind my monitor, otherwise it will get. Otherwise it looks like I've got about 12 chins. Because right now I'm a bit of a chunky boy. Yeah, once I've gotten into the swing of streaming, I'm going to be streaming, then sometimes then eating, and then hitting the gym about an hour afterwards. And that's the eventual goal. But for now, for tonight, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this storyline. Then I'm going to get my food, and then it's all elite wrestling, bit of Rampage, and I'm a sucker for that. I'm not entirely sure what main event is. I think it might be Kingston versus Danielson. And you know what? That'll be a damn good match. I swear, Kingston could sell blooming water to a man who's drowning. He's brilliant on the microphone. Let's hope people know that we're doing this one. So people remember to stay on the fucking platforms. That's usually what gets people. Right then. And we're second to beat. There we go. So wait for that one to die now. Yeah, if you don't stand on any platforms, those things wind up invincible, and you can't kill them. And if they stay that way for long enough, they summon an Iron Giant that will kill everyone. You don't really want that to happen, obviously. That's one of the fights here that can wipe you very quickly if it goes wrong. I ain't seen it happen for a while. Also, apologise for my croaky voice. Doing this has strained my voice a little bit, and as a result, I sound a bit dead. Right, so for this one, basically we can't hurt it. A is the only one who can hurt it. So I am going to use this opportunity to have a drink. Good as a drink. Preference kill all these things. Yeah, you need, if the paw gets hurt, you need to heal it. Quickly, preferably. Because if it dies, your group can get buffed. But if you're doing this at minimum eye level, then maybe, then that'll probably count. Then that'll probably come into effect. This is basically just, it's everything here pretty much. Most of it's pretty tank and spec. Like what have we got here? Pile of gauntlets. I might take those. That's that cement. That's that liquid cement I've got for my guns. That'll fill in with them. Right. Just linking a few people I know to my stream. I do want people to watch this, and I want people to enjoy spending time with me. Oh, which one's C? Which one do we get? Oh, we get the right one. Oh, great. Someone pulled it quickly. I get aggro. Yep. The bomb's getting big and I don't know why. If that bomb gets too big, you wipe. End of story. Oh, another neighbour. You want those dead as quickly as possible or they self-destruct and hurt. There we go. Mini boss down. Now for mini boss number 2. Now for boss number 3. And this one can also wipe the raid. Quite easily if you don't know what you're doing. Very easily if you don't know what you're doing. Right. King Behemoth. Purple boy. I know people want to pet that thing. I wouldn't recommend it. These things kill. These things are nasty. There we go. Right then. Hide. Hide or that will kill you. As our tank just found out the hard way. And these down. That was fast. This group's strong. There we go. But yeah, meat fleas thump. Be big. Oh, look at this. I'm not too worried about the fuck's sake. And they pulled before I was out of cutscene. Right, 5 princess. Yeah, if you fuck this up, you're dead. Oh. This is where people get greedy. And that wipes raids. This one at least. Because that Asian flare, if you don't get behind the shield, will kill you. It does 9,999 damage to everything. And they're getting greedy. No, they haven't. They've done fine. Although I've gone killed. There we go. It's always nice if people want you, isn't it? And that's Lota down. None of this, I don't need any of this. No literal use for any of it. Oh there, Taylor. Very impressive, I must say. Your names would be a bit large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic occasion. The scale of this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun. A characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what are the tower's defences? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. Nah, it wasn't, but it got everything killed easy enough. A giant man wielding a simmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Phlegathon, not Acheron. Phlegathon. He was a hero of the Allagan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allagan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allagan's extraordinary technology. Well, Chief, you'll need to see this. Oh, hello. Well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I'm going to go up there, aren't I? There's going to be a lift. I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Cognac's Fine for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has somewhere to go, yes? Yeah, he's a good Catboy as Graham. Not as good, brilliant. We shall be seeing a lot of him. Right then, on me mount, because I ain't bloody walking. Yeah, got a cutscene, then the next quest, then cutscene, and the next quest, I think. I don't think Crystal Tower has many quests in it. I'm not going to look, because that would spoil the names of them. Yeah, leaving the 8 Sentinels. Yeah, I think those are some of. I think these are some of the things you've got to kill for your enemy after you get an axe and a weapon. So good of you to join us, Taylor. Our meeting will be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you are ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rambrose will be presiding over the meeting. If you would be so kind as to inform of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, Taylor. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Pleased me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for wear. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there's no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Right then, yep, your best tell us what we've done so far, Sunshine. I think we're doing good. In the course of this, our first foray into the ground of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralising the structure's outer defences before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Taylor's account, the labyrinth's defences were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allagan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth. It has somehow been reawoken. It seems increasingly likely. Seems increasingly likely the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of levelling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work, the answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A rather easier task than done, if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further explanation of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defences has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. It is like you said, Chief. We founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons, and that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some backbreaking chores. Well, everything seems to be hand in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with my own eyes, I must hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Taylor. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rush from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allagan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. He wanted to go to the pub. Oh. And here's the dude who got the mysterious fellow who got the quest. Oh, such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, this is the legacy the Allagan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for the ultimate weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid, but do not disappoint me. Nero told dickhead. A pity. I invited someone, and their Final Fantasy XIV wedding is tonight. So, hopefully they have a good one. Right, Rambo seems a little upset now. Right, lads, what be happening? You look pissed. Ah, it is you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Yeah, excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. You'll recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway to the principal spire, the circus tower, the Allegans call it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we're at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry to the tower, I fear your talents can't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to securing such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. And you are? Pieties, friends, for we share the self-same goal. I am Une. My companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Allegan civilization sent by the students of Valdesian to assist in your endeavour. Une and Doga. Rather unusual names for this stern age, if I might be forgiven for observing. Oh, but I digress. You claim to be here at the student's behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in light of recent incidents at the Isle of Val, I should think they have rather more pressing concerns. That's plot-based. I'll explain that shortly. We can only assume the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Graha? It is nothing. There was a pain, but it subsided. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have an Allegan eye as well? This sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique for the Allegans, yet inherited it from my father as he did his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there's aught you know, I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Alleg. As your eye has placed it upon the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If that is your wish, so be it. Yet know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Valdesian when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well, as of this moment I name Une and Doga, advisor and members of Noah. Without further ado, let us have them examine the circus tower entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Taylor, I shall be much obliged of you if you are able to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. The 2 of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. Yeah, will do. I shall join you, Taylor. With Une and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I am hopeful that we will finally see progress. Well, aren't you optimistic? Well, I've got that. I do have that habit of sorting shit out. Right, let's go. Right, back to the tower. See what I got for us this time. Ooh. Apologies. Had a bitch of a day at work. Oh, just mentioning, I won't be streaming tomorrow. I shall be resting my throat a bit after I'm done working. And I shall be streaming proper on Sunday. We're examining the rubble in the hopes it'll yield a clue to entering the circus tower. Can you tell we're getting desperate? Well, if it ain't Taylor. Eager to enter the circus tower and everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard. Though the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather no going, for the chief. Oh, he'll appreciate the help. If you just follow me, I'll take you to him. Right then, let's go. Right then, looks like we have to see the chief. Hold on, attempt to call him the chef. Oh, that's the door. That's the main entryway. Just get a fucking big battering. No, the Allegan stuff wouldn't like that. You'd get killed. Ah, some old faces lift the spirit, and a couple new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Allag sent here by our friends of Baldessian to aid in the investigation. We understand you are having some trouble circumventing the tower's defences. It is our hopes that we can be of some small assistance. If your desire is aught to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond Writer's Circus Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. The problem is we can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went in with everything from pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a dent scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 Sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effective a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. Ah, so Rams are at work. The only clue we have is the elaborate design carved upon it. A man and woman of respectant, Allegan royalty by my judgment. Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. Ah, they've got something planned. Also, that's high Allegan gear. Sorry, cold. Sorry. If things are forced, it save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses to my hands. Rest assured we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? Yep, they've got a bit of history with Allag. And it appears the forbidden door is opened. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. 7 Ls. What is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Is virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable, exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. Oh, bloody hell. Nero. pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I can't help but notice the remarkable playthings you've acquired. Nero! You're still alive? Ah, Garland. If I didn't know better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. But I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. Rest assured I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is, for all intents and purposes, defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. So I've been roaming this land of yours here, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I began to catch wind of your late adventure. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, it's only just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what you know. But I know, starting with these two characters. As you are doubtless aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Alag's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descended from Alagan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. Put it plain, they are imitations of royalty. Living keys born of Alagan ingenuity. Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? It would seem the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. It was not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much more to tell. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Very well. Seven Elves, do you seriously mean to follow you around? Come, Garland. You know me better to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take you for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? An elegant tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. Used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you the joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. He ain't sincere. And because he's Nero Tall Bloody Scaver, and he's a former legate. If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader, Rambrose, may wish to be present. Right, you gotta go get Rambrose, would you? He's coming on his own. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologise again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you may have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldessian, nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through Alagan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours were created? More specifically, what is it that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Alagan history. Pray bear with us. The Allagan Empire reached its zenith long before Arcane came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Allagan pride. Parents took their children there that they may learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. Decline was made by all the more rapid for want of best progress. In a matter of generations, the Allagan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Allag to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Zand! None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment. Copies of Une and Doga. Historical text mentions the reigns of two Allagan emperors named Zand. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that the two were in fact one and the same. Aye, Zande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. And true to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory he once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allagan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realising that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Zand turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Darkness? Again? Seven hells. What is it with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Alas, Emperor Zand is very much alive. Within Circus Tower he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it into the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Allagan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Zand's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state they were to remain until the time was right to awaken. Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalamud was summoned back to the earth. Its ascent triggered the seventh umbral calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zande awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realised. Oh yeah, sorry again. It is no other purpose here but to put an end to Zand's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on their mission should they fall. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Zand, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It's taken years, but as such, it's finally over. It is no ordinary man who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, Taylor Destrina, we are confident that we can end Zarn's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Baldestian among a host of other things. You were preserving our investigation the whole time. So what will we do, Taylor? The world's in great danger again. It just so happens you're an expert at saving it. Well, here's what I do and all. You have eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Empire's dark past laid to rest. So I've got his voice then. Sorry. Otherwise I'd given him. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allegan civilization. What worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the Tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends who named Doga. Living, breathing Allegans. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Circus Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Taylor, as you did for us within the labyrinth of the ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Zarn himself. Yep, will do. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Circus Tower from the outside world. To work, then. Right then. You okay, Graha? Wait, there is something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does that mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The elegant eye you called it, but to us it is the royal eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests itself only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Well... He's part of the royal line of Alag. Another cutscene. And I think after that it's time to enter the tower. Right, what's up? I apologise if I give any cause to worry. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you could appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Circus Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zand himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Yeah. I hope that thing's got a lift. Somehow I doubt it does. Somehow I doubt we've got a lot of fucking stairs to climb up. Right. That cutscene took a while. There's no one else for this, so... In we go! I do love these raids. These ones are fun. I'm gonna see if any of my if people on Discord I'm in. Oh, never mind. Pop. I'm hoping Oxy is here, or I'm going to be queuing on my own. I'm hoping it's you. I'm hoping it's not you. I'm hoping it's one of the other healers. Otherwise... Oh, great. Right then. He's not. Look at that. Got on me on. I'll take my penalty count on it, don't it? Because I'm not the one who fucking abandoned that. Right, back in we go. Oh, looks like we've got quite a few dragoons here tonight. Let's see what we've got. Let's see the other ones geared. Well, none of them in my party. I'm the only dragoon in this one. That's the dragoon party. They've got a snake lead spear. That is PvP. A PvP one. So look at Fairclaw. I know that name from somewhere. I think I've looked at it before. I think I've seen her around before. Frostborn. Actually looking part of the dragoon. And you get me who's coming up in this set. And as he's normal, someone's pulling over. There we go. First time I've ran that, first time I've ran this dungeon, that bloody dragon killed me. This was back when I was nowhere near as good as I am. Nowhere bloody near. Like, we are talking, this was basically during the first week the tower came out. Right then, time for the first boss. I believe we're all looking. There we go. That's a whale on it. Oh, I love having this setup. Yep. Yeah, I've set myself up to have an absolute fuck ton of crits. Absolute fuck ton. There we go. not doing this minimum my level. This thing is dying very good. Oh shit, I'm about to get frozen. Basically, I'm hoping I get free. Oh, I'm not. Talk about good fucking timing. There we go, and the boss is about to die. This battle has more mechanics than that, but we're good enough to bloody ignore her. No use for those. I typically don't use striking. I basically have no. I pretty much have no jobs that use striking equipment. It's all scouting at this point for me. So I've never leveled anything that uses striking. Never really leveled monk. I must confess, I do quite like that spear, but still my kills. Right, these are Asherons. Basically like Fleathorn, only weaker. Let's come in here, got these, like item level 70. And we've got someone in here dressed as a fucking frog. Here we go. And we've got Doga's clones, Nune's clones. Anything looking gear to Doga in the doing though. Yes. There we go. Well then. And they're doing the Zodiac weapon quest line. Jeez. I remember doing that way back in day. Brutal. Back when it first came out, that quest line was pretty brutal. There we go. Right then. Lazio-Labolas. You can ignore mechanics and just kill them. At this point, most of the bosses here are tank and spank. Oh, nice. 3,000 for level 53. That's a lot. Until we completely forgot to avoid that. He's going down like a bitch. Going down like no else. The thing is, at this point, we can basically ignore it. Shit. Don't think I want to get hit by that. And there we go. Boss 2, dead. And none of his actual mechanics went off. I've seen his actual gear set, it's bloody ugly. Because I find it ugly. See, this looks the part of a samurai. Basically, we are most of the way through this raid already. I'm getting the fuck out of the way because that means the dragon's about to die, Bob. years of old school and a long time of old school raiding taught me that you get the fuck out of the way of dive bombs. You respect them because they hurt. Ooh, a lot of crowns. Nice. Right, so there's a Vita. There we go. And someone went full fucking Leroy then. Here's the only problem with this. You get tank drowned sometimes. This guy, mechanics you can't ignore, and Jesus, Pokemon was tall. Really big fucker, really obnoxiously fancy hat. Yeah, I know. I know, he's based off a boss in Final Fantasy III, I know. I don't think said boss was quite that tall. Also, important thing when you do this fight, don't bloody ignore these. Don't. Ads take some priority. Oh shit. And I've been frozen. That's important, by the way, because if you get frozen, it means the boss's big mechanic is coming, and it means hide fucking behind an icicle. Well, Zero Risk's about to get fucking rigged. He's about to just duck one that he's undertaken. And that the entire raid is complete. There we go. Beware, Your Majesty. Danger awaits. Well, I do have one job that uses that, and that's Ninja, so I want that piece. You fight violently, mortal, but to no avail. Absolute darkness draws nigh. Soon it will be unleashed. Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, that's again getting a con. This boss is used to be a much more hectic fight. There we go. And here's the main mechanic you pay attention to here: meteors. You want to kill these, otherwise, splat, you die. Also, stand on these. Stand on these or you're getting dead. I mean, it's survivable, but don't exactly know how people survived. Because Ancient Quagga hurts. Right, now that. Right then, next bit. I shall crush all who dare oppose me. Good luck, Sunshine. Because you're dying first. There we go. And the boss is about to die. And the bottom, these gone down. Right, you went down pretty easy. Knowing the next duty, the way and I'm afraid to say I do, ain't gonna be quite that easy. Circus Tower complete. Oh, accommodation. I will take that. I will happily take a com. Oh. Oh, that ain't good. Talo! Yeah, so I don't know what that is behind me. Can you tell me? Whatever it is ain't good. Did it? You defeated Emperor Zand. Yes, I know. That's not the biggest concern. Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly you are the champion we had hoped for, Taylor Destrina. With Emperor Zande now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. Oh! Might have come in his gear. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Crystal Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. Yeah, does it have anything to do with that rift? Because whatever that is, it ain't good, is it? That distortion, what is it? Yeah, that's what I've been asking you. I don't think it's good. The power that Zande sought to obtain comes from the void. The world of darkness, our people have called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than armies of void sent. Void sent feed an ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zand entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the void sent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe that we can annul it. It is by his blood Dante sealed his dark pact. By our blood shall it be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga. Finally, we may pursue our purpose. He's just trying to find what the fuck that power source is, because he's thinking there's something not right here. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even ultimate weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? Yep, you best close that now. Big Eddie has got something planned. The Covenant is everlasting. Oh dear. That ain't good at all. That's a lot of clones. And they're aiming to defend it. Echo time then. Alongside all these clones. And so Mericidia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Allagan rule, and yet with every dream that becomes a reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid. An endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, he did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, let the gate be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. That's not good. Taylor, pull yourself together. Is there no to enter them? What in the seven hell is happening? Ah, not now, damn it! Good shot. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your James Garland, I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them. A void scent, and no ordinary one at that. Doga! Yeah, that gate, that ain't good. That is a rift. Confound it. Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. He's like, oh dear. Nero! Well, It's just gone south. The Covenant shall be on it. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the find and consult Ambrose. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I got no idea how to get into that world. Yeah, the Cloud of Darkness is not an average void send, that's a bloody dangerous one. More specifically, that is the most dangerous one we've faced thus far. Anyways, let's go off a word with Rambros. Once I've done this, I shall be doing the World of Darkness part, and after that, it will be time to go. On Sunday, I shall be doing a good chunk at the very least of the Realm Reborn, of the next bit of the Realm Reborn. Again, important thing, if ever you play this game, you need to do this questline. It's not that so much that it's that good, it's that it's part of the plot. Yeah. All this happened within the tower. God preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void sent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It was seen that Zard sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Unfortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I should just imagine what this void sent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland, the situation is bleak. Though void can affect our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not know whether our friends still live. Damn it, I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Dune. We share the same eye, it is true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Zon's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. It is our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Groha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not been quite yourself. Tell me, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I don't know there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye rests with Alag. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I'm with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try and save Une and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well. We fail to make certain he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Dune are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult our experts and literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Taylor. Mark my words. Will do, Sid. Will do. Well, let's see what Rambo has asked for me. Ah, Taylor, 'tis good you come. I have news that you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Une, Doga or Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and away woke Emperor Zond. You, Taylor, you and Saudi was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with a terrible void scent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Dune laboured to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them, and Nero, out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Doga, Une, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zond's orders and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would only open for Ogundune, so too will the tower heed only those with the royal blood of Alag. It is the most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the Allagan tombstone Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't took technology, Amon and his underlings would never have controlled the Crystal Tower. Yeah, I killed them, Amon. We do not have either the art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the rift cloud of darkness near to our realm threatened to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zarn's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the tower at last would suffice. But then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alag. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost companions to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. Yep, it's pretty dire. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and seal the rift shut after them. Mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. It is true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefits. We can use Circus's power for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturge's Guild well versed in otherworldly matters, and with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself. Taylor, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavours? Quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the animal has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Beggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as a guide. And do hurry, sailor. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? You know me too well, mate. Well, Seed certainly seemed to have himself a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Right, before we do that, I need to pay a little visit to the Jets. And firstly, feed the bird. Right, I will be right back. I have returned. Thank you for your patience. Right then. Over to the tower. My gear doesn't appear to be all that damaged, that's good at least. I'll fix it once I'm done with this. Right then. Let's find out what they got for me this time. Ah, now we've got that weird fog that sometimes affects this area. Taylor, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power. If a single coupling's off, well, boom! She'll be fine, really. Anyway, best way at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. Oh, jeez. That's about how long. So I just started to check some on Discord. What's going on? My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Zan's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alag's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Alagan's civilization had lived on, and the Dust Emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zand and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zand's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened destruction. Just as they moved towards Alag's heart for the kill, Zand lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts want to do. In his desperation, Zand desired the great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud to be emptied into Circus at once. Oh, never mind, skip that. The fourth Umbral Calamity. I learned of its cause from Une and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zand to rashness, though. Knowledge of Allagan history is astounding, Graha. Why a man could study for 2 lifetimes and learn only half of what you know. Mayhap, it is strange though, I cannot seem to remember why I learned such things. Yes? Ah, Biggs, are you ready? We're ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrius. Just give us the word. We'll start channeling the energy into the tower. Good. Let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. This'll be inexpensive and Jesse's gonna kill him. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. That is a hell of a rift. Ah, a rift to the world of darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't just break out the meat just yet. Tough part still ahead. Broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. Won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. As will the sons of Saint Koinak. The rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Talo, my friend. It's a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you. Save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. Will do, man. Will do. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Will do. Might I have a moment of your time, Talo? There is a matter of import we must discuss before you leave. Right, looks like I've got to have a word with him. Just give me a sec. So we've got someone on Discord up. And I've just pressed the wrong button. Hang tight a sec. Close that. There we go. Let's speak to Graha. Talo, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, it is a trait only seen amongst Allagan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something. Something ancient, but ever so important. My father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame ones his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with a lag. Mayhap I wish what I wish remember and these words are related. Mayhap not. But what I know, I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I will not see this journey, our journey, through to the very end. With mine own eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Yeah, alright. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness, save our comrades and our realm. Right then. We got us a covenant to break. We got a fucking covenant to break. Oh jeez. I was not aware it was this high up. Right then. Into the world of darkness we go. See if anyone wants to join me. Right. Right, let's see if anyone wants to join me. Hopefully they do. If they don't, fair enough. I'm gonna keep getting the bird can't fly here, nothing can. Which is a little irritating. But needs must. Yeah, we just made loads of people members. Right, it looks like that's no one joining me. This is the only one of these raids that can be a fucking ball ache. It's like, yeah, the other one can be a bit, the other one can wipe you, but it's not too bad. Like, Circus Tower won't wipe you. Labyrinth of the Ancients can wipe you if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. They're the only ones that... But generally speaking, it probably won't. Not if you don't get greedy, at least. This one will. This one can, and fucking well will. If you don't know what, if you're not careful with it. Because the first boss can cast Doom. Because the first boss can use Doom. The second boss you're not likely to wipe to. The third boss can, and the fifth, and the last boss, holy shit. She doesn't fuck around. She really doesn't fuck around. She's actually dangerous. And you can't afford to underestimate her. Anyways, I'm going to wait for the duty to pop. Open the duty pops shortly. Wouldn't want to heal this one. I've tanked it. Tanking it's not too bad. Subligar Subjugator. Use search info. No idea who that is. Let's see. The past what's that? There we go. Yep. Let's hope it pops in a minute. And I'm going to see what's going on in the world. Probably nothing much. Nothing, probably not much. Oh, great. Moving out of that queue, I guess. So now I'm just going to go on a little tour of the world. Fly around a bit. See if I can find anything interesting. Hair's in the way. And my controller's gone weird again. It does this a lot. More than I fucking like it to. Oh, there we go. World of Darkness pop. Right then. Let's get this story over and done with. Let's finish it off. Because on Sunday I'm getting back to the main story. And we'll be going non-stop until we're done with Shadowbringers. And then we'll be going non-stop with Endwalker. Well, let's see what we've got in this crew. Let's see what this colourful crew is. That's quite a nice glam, actually. Good old-fashioned black mage look. And someone dressed in their pants and a chicken head. Why doesn't that shock me? And 2 more Dragoons. Let's hope we don't live up to the Dragoons' fucking stereotypes too much, eh? Right, come on. Yep. Yeah, this can actually potentially be dangerous if we don't know what we're doing. Specifically, if they use the Ram's voice where you're next to them. Because if they do that, your ass is getting frozen. Right then. That didn't take long. There we go. At least the first trash isn't too bad. There's nothing too hectic to do here. Oh, fireball. It's like this thing just Hydra line, like the Hydra boss. It's like this is like the Hydra boss from the original Relic Quest line, only a light version. There's not much to worry about, and you don't have to worry about, well, the fear mechanic is. Oh shit! Oh yeah, that's the fear itself. Oh, there we go. Yes. You've actually used food. Good move. Not enough people do that in dungeons. Phoenix, I probably should do it. Because this thing can actually be really fucking dangerous. Really fucking dangerous. Specifically, got a mortal gaze. Oh, and this. You have to alternate the buffs. So I got red, so next I need to get white. And not get cleaved. And preferably not get hit by that. Go. This, kill the ass. Kill them bloody quickly. Violently. Oh, that's the thing you need to turn around to avoid. Mortal gaze. Because Doom, if not either cleansed or avoided, that's instant death. And so is that there. Oh, and these things need to die quickly because they can cause all sorts of trouble. They do a lot of damage. Shit. And that is out the raid debt. Yeah, it's not brilliant. That's not brilliant. That's why you kill those ads as quickly as fucking possible. Otherwise, that happens. The toughest boss of the final raid of this. Oh shit. This one is the toughest one. We're about to lose 3 DPS. Oh, never mind, 2. Never mind, 1 implants it, 2. But seriously, you need to pay attention with this boss fight. You really need to pay attention because it will fuck you over! Big time! Right, add to game. I need red this time. That makes gotten turned away from the boss for when Model Gate inevitably goes off during this bit. Right, Hourglass is down. Fucking controller. Kill the divas quickly. Well, again, we just lost half the raid again. That's why you kill ads, folks. Well, shit like that doesn't happen. Oh, shit. And I almost got myself killed. I got a bit too greedy there. I nearly got myself killed. Always fun. I don't reckon I'm doing that. Right then. Luckily, nothing here is as bad as the first one. Nothing. Except maybe the last one. Let's go. Shit. Oh good, no ass. Always good to see. We'll be nice sometimes. Yep. Well, no, it's not too bad. Don't need none of that. Hopefully people are going to fucking into it. Oh, they've interrupted it. Right. But that ancient Quaker hurts. Even if this is just a clone, that attack still really hurts. Really fucking hurts. Like, it's stupid how much that attack hurts. In any case, the 5-headed dragon. Three-coloured Hydra. Yep. And she will die. Then we're going to get a tank who just chooses to stand in all the AoEs. That's bloody avoidable. They're going to die at some point during one of the next few fights. Oh, great. Yeah, you're gonna keep on passing that to people, lest shit happen. Oh, we'll be dealing with poison at the same time as that. Seems to be brilliant. Right, AoE. Oh, shit. Yeah, I did. And there we go, the dragons grow new heads again. Once I check out the stack. There we go. Poison. This is important how you do this, right? Have someone fucking standing that. Or you're gonna have ads, and you're gonna have ads which can use a very nasty attack. Oh wow! I've got how much that threw you into air. Jesus. There we go. And the boss is about to go down. There we go. I have that. Looks pretty good. Me. And unlike the last two, I'm in B this time, so I'm going to be going straight ahead. That is an Atomos. We need to kill it several times until that crystal in the middle dies. Well, let's do it. Let's hope this goes well. Oh, I see a ready check. Oh. More of our fleet orders. We got someone in the wrong damn party. Oh. Thomas Prime's about to die. And with that, the Thomas Prime is gone. Right then, Now we get a guardian. This place is guard dog. The plutonium. And because I'm me, I'm going in belly. There we go. Oh god, you really know how to get in the belly. What? There we go. It's got loose, so this boss has now gone pretty berserk. Now, I need to get myself minied. They've got the right idea. Now kill everything. He appears to have eaten something that disagreed with him. Oh, I got myself a table. It's not bad. Nice. He's going down like a bitch. Oh shit, hound out of hell. Hello, Macademic. You alright, sweetheart? Oh, jeez. But yeah. You can see we got But yeah, this boss ate us, but we disagreed with him. So we sort of smashed in his stomach walls and came back up. Yeah, this is the only boss fight where I've ever been able to get away with that bond line. I disagreed with something something that disagreed with him. But with that, I'm afraid Cerberus here has rabies. It's time to put him to sleep. There we go. Dog's down. Demon sandals of healing. May have those. Mind you, I don't really like the demon's attire of healing all that much. Mortals are in the realm of light. You have not stumbled here without purpose. A demon. I am the cloud of darkness, but I do not smother, I devour. What I cannot devour, I destroy. The covenant is everlasting. All mortals being up for the throne of darkness are mine. There we go. Meet the COD. Cloud of Darkness. This is a good fight. This one can be tricky. I like even that line. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice hit there. She gonna go down hard. As you mentioned, the Cloud of Darkness has a fuck ton of hit points. I don't know what she's aiming from. Oh fuck. Move. Yeah, you don't get in the way of that. It hurts. There's some of our fighting, because some of my fighting just found out. Yeesh. There we go, come on. You always want people to get onto those, or it really, that hurts a lot. That's will be, get out of the way. They have a good sense to keep moving. Shit. Right then, ants. You gotta kill these all relatively quickly, or they get up to it and buff them. You don't want that to happen, because if you get up to a certain number, you die. And you can do that at the same time. Again, you don't want those to go uninterrupted, unsoaked, or you will have a mess in your hands. There we go. I think the half phase is about over. And this is the one fight at level 50 where you're going to see the level 300 rate. There is another bullet there's a specific use for it, like you will need it. Hopefully not, anyway. Right then. No one's gone here. Oh shit. Fuck, I'm writing. I was pretty much bullshit. I was out of that. Right then. Dragon Song die. See how much this does to her. 215,000. Not a good touch forever. Oh shit. And she's dead! That is how you do that, folks! That fight is quite a lot of fun. I enjoy that one. Oh, dear. Right. I think I've got a super demon armor fending somewhere, but I shall lost it just in case I don't. But the demon armor is some of my favourite looking stuff in the game. As you can see, because I'm blooming with my dragoon here, is wearing it. Got no use for the other things. In fact, I already got the minion. And, yeah, they got that minion. Ah, well. Cutscene time. There's best Catboy. Grahat here. The doo-doo's gauntlets and greaves you liked. Where in the seven hells are they? Without them stemming the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Toga, Une, can you hear me? Nero! Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? That is a lot of... He's covered in void scent blood. Though I don't blame you for missing my company. Thank the 12, are you alright? Alright as can be expected. Une is simply passed out. Nero, by the gods! What's happened to you? Alas, his wounds are too deep and allowed this foul place entry into his body. Now the darkness claws at the very ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zan's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allagan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Where? Une, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Perhaps, Toga. There is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Oh, that ain't good. Mortals, you have dared to challenge me, and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here, I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. You missed. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, there is maybe a chance to stop it. If we strike now while the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Zan's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Taylor, Gaha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? This is madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. You want to get out of the way? Oh, never mind. Didn't work. What the hell? You got some explaining to do, boy. What is this trickery? Your blood. You too gain protection from Zan's blood? That explains a lot. Grahatir, you are possessed of the royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. It is a gift you have inherited, Graha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I thought time would consume all of Allag that was. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line, and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognise you as Allagan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray, tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We shall share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the Allagan presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Zan's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Una and Doge's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives within you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. Oh dear, I apologise. Yep. Also again, remember him. Remember Graham. He's important. Really fucking important. Oh. You must leave us as well, Nero. I'm sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You've not it while defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Dogo, Unai, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Taylor, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light! You've not got very good aim, but you've not got very good aim, courtesy of Cloud of Darkness, have you? No, you shall not escape us. Here, Zan's blood-stained dreams of glory end. There, the glint of light. It grows faint, and the bridge between the realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! Nero, no! You must move! Leave me! I don't need you. If I die here, it will be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allag. I am Nero Tolskava, the man who will yet outdo Allag and Garland. That was what you hoped to. May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you! Come on. He's made his choice. Move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. How did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now, onwards! Ah! You owe me, Nero. The hells I do. And there we go. And we escaped. Yep. Yeah, that's better. Sunlight. Good to see. You are returned unharmed, thank the gods. When that Ford gate sight closed, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in, but you're all saying, huh? Where are Une and Doga? They're not... They ought to stay behind. They nulled the deal. I see. I will miss the two of them deeply, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though now we have no one able to seal it. That is not true, my friend. Une and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Ah, yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Rambrose, but please give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Taylor are both emerged from long battle. Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and repair to St. Cognac's find. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Taylor. Yeah. Whether I could have been of more use beyond the rift. But it stands I was but a vessel for Doga and Une's blood. Look, we did what we came to do, okay? I've remembered what I wished to. Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray go ahead of me. There is something small I would do before I return. Right. Need a beer. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Taylor. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A fate hidden for millennia and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, it is my time to see it realised. Right then. Back to St. Cognac's find. Almost done with this little raid storyline, folks. Almost done with it. This is honestly one of my favourite storylines in the game. Well, one of my favourites, one of my favourite raids in the game. The story is good. And honestly, it does quite a lot of foreshadowing. Very major foreshadowing. And also, remember the tower. It's important. Right then. Another word with Rambrose. I cannot express how glad I am you returned to safety, Taylor. With the means to dispel the threats of Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let us free ourselves from the spectre of Allagans. And last one. I trust you have rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there's something we must do first. Let me summon the others, and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. And that was that. They stopped it. So the Allagan eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think that his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Maybe this was all fate, from discovering the tower to Graha gaining Une and Doga's blood. Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure about her visit historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being. Though he is still Nero. Taylor, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower? I wonder if even now prepared to steal the place off. Master Rambrose! Master Rambrose! Sigartius, he came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well, let us go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Matter Garland, Taylor, please come with me. No doubt Graham means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me. But they did not breathe a word of this plan to us. Yeah, probably best we go find out what he's doing. Honestly though, it's the tower. And while this is important, it is also absurdly fucking dangerous. Beg your pardon. You wouldn't want that in the wrong hands. I do love this place though. Well done is alright. Right then. Back past the sentinel, back past the 8 sentinels, or rather, what's left of them. No case to find out what Graha's doing. What in the world was Graha thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. Would you know that myself? Of course he would tell me nothing, but we will be honest with you, sir. I'm certain of it. Go no further, friends. Doors will close ere long. So you are of mind to steal the Tower, Graha. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Doga and Dune fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alag, or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zan's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Ayodhya now. We would need technology advanced at Alag to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hell, we may never fully comprehend them. It is as you say, Sid. If we wait for someone someday to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did, and put the tower into a deep sleep? Wait, you cannot mean that! I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alagans in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as a beacon of hope. It was meant to be. It is the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits, but yours lies outside of these doors. Go. Create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. This fucking music, man. Nothing will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course. That's exactly why we do it. We'll do it. We'll catch up with Alag, just you wait. We'll cover all our lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. Oh, it'll only be a few years before we come knocking. Graha, then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be a witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes and forgive our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. It's well keep you till then, Rambrose. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Taylor. I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I wake. You bet your ass, mate. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancient's wish. Again, remember Graham. He's not as important, but he's good, he's sound, and he's the best fucking Catboy. See you down the road, mate. See you down the road. What next? Fuck knows what. I know I've got to go talk with the. I know I've got to go back to Waking Sands, see what they got for me there. You guys look after the tower. Keep an eye on it. If he changes his mind, he knows where we are. Yep, that is the tower. That is the Crystal Tower questline over and done with. So it took me pretty much bang on 3 hours, and there's Nero. He didn't look too pleased. Looked a bit fucking haggard, to be honest. The Crystal Tower summons again, then. It's too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. Looks like it broke. A new dawn has come for me. Hello, Jasmine. I had to avoid getting really emotional there. That music makes me feel a bit, makes me well up. It's a little embarrassing to see sometimes. Right then. In any case, I believe that little quest line is done. We need to go report to Rambrose, and then I shall find someone for us to raid. It's only polite that we raid people. Thank you. But yeah, I love those dungeons. They're pretty good. But yeah, you missed a right fight. You missed my warm up, by the way. I had a right fight with Omega. It was a bit of a war, to be honest. A bit of an ugly one. We nearly wiped. And the other tank died, and I damn near forgot, and I kind of forgot to put my tank stance on until then. Yeah, fighting Omega is always interesting. Always. I'll say this much though. Makes me glad that Dark Knights have TBN. You just missed Sid, Taylor. Seems there is much needed attention if he is to fulfill Graal's wishes, it seems. This is not the end of Noah, no matter how lonely St. Connacht's find has become for our friend's departure. We must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labour for a brighter future. Lit by Graal's beacon, stealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. But yeah, we didn't wipe, unlike my attempt at healing an Eden raid last night. I'm not a good healer for raids. I'm good at healing level 4, healing dungeons. Raids not so much, because then you've got to keep a lot of mechanics in mind, and I forgot some of the mechanics of that one. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. Right then, and with that, I am going to nip onto Twitch for 1 second. Let's see who's going. Twitch.tv. So I've got 3 people I can raid. Right then, I know exactly who it's going to be. Gonna raid the person who got me into this who got me into streaming in the first place. Raid. There we go. Thing. Glucogens. Right then. I'm Mr. Snakebite. I've been your host, and good night. See you all on Sunday.
What we're gonna do is like flatter him because we be like, we need your help to tell if it's real. Yeah, Amontillado is made out of sherry, but it's a very difficult process.
Casey has a discerning palate. Perhaps he could take a sip.
Bah, look, Casey can't tell Amontillado from Catboy.
Oh. Vintage Spiffy, thank you for 4 months. No, the 4 months. Woo!
Oh, nice to see you, nice to see
Okay, so he looks like he's done talking to me, so maybe let's... Now I think we have to like turn around and like look at some people again to make... I think this guy we have to look at. Hi, ma'am. Yes, we already looked at you. You're very beautiful. This guy.
Excuse me, aren't you Montresor?
I'm afraid I don't know that gentleman.
Is that Varys from Game of Thrones? Who the fuck are you, boy? Oh my god. Everyone in chat is saying, oh, that looks just like me. Oh, Nana with the big scoop. Girl, you got that gold butt. Thank you so much. You gonna help me, boy? I wonder how I get him to help me now. I think I might have to walk down the street a little bit. See, that's the only thing that's a little convoluted about this game.
Let's go.
Oh, he's following me, is he? Yeah, there he is. Ugh, God, he's creepy. I don't like it. Immortal Lent, this is actually Windows 3.0 contained in DOSBox that I managed to pick up. Are you supposed to be saying something, or are you just kind of drunk?
The streets grow dangerous at this hour.
We will soon arrive at the safety of my villa.
Oh, Pog! My God, it looks like King's Quest 8. Yeah, well, it's Carnival, eh? No one's sober. Listen, to get all this beautiful
My
audio,
friend, this is madness.
this had to look like shit. Because in Windows 3.095 only had certain file sizes that you could accommodate, and there's no way they could have graphics and audio. They really went for it with the narration in this one. Because it's Edgar Allan Poe, they had to. Look at my gold leaf house, everyone. It's beautiful, with 3 black windows that aren't lined up at all. There was a mask in King's Quest 8. Maybe it's related. Oh,
You
that's
are afflicted with a severe cold.
Oh.
The bolts are insufferably damp. They are encrusted with niter. Let us return. I'll consult Luke Casey.
The cold is nothing. Look, Casey is an ignoramus.
So even though we're trying to kill this guy, we're warning him, like out loud, that he's got a bad cold, and the damp in these tombs that we're going into, the underground areas, could probably make his breathing a lot worse, because niter is like really toxic, isn't it? And like the walls have niter in them. That's what he said. It is, it's Professor Utonium. I can't believe you guys like recognized him. It's so good. What is this crest? It's weird.
This way.
I thought you could look at the crest, but maybe you can do that later. Okay, pray for me, because I remember this maze being really hard to navigate. We're gonna do the best we can. Everyone pay attention to where I'm walking. It's creepy as hell in here. I don't like it. Hi, I don't like you either. God, you're ugly. Okay, so apparently this is like the wine cellar basement slash catacombs because there's dead people in the walls. Oh, what the? Oh, no, I don't like this.
It's dark in here. Don't we need torches?
Yeah, I guess. Do we have one? I think I might be able to grab one over here. Yes. Ew!
That's much better.
Greasy. Yes, the Minotaur's lair for King's Quest VI. Oh, it's even worse now that I lit it up. That looks like fucking some crazy ass beef jerky. Get out of here with it.
When you play the game, you need to finish that quest. That's the quest line you need to.
Oh, that scared me.
Basically, have to climb the fucking thing.
So far it's linear. I think I know where we're going. I'm not sure. What's that? Is that... Why is there just skeletons lined up in here? What kind of place is... Why do you keep your wine in here? It seems very unsanitary, sir. Very unsanitary, indeed. Hi, Sun Hat. I'm doing well. How are you? We're playing something that scared the bejesus out of me as a kid, so I'm trying to face my fears with you guys in tow and show you this awesome vintage horror game. I swear it's the only one of its kind. There has never been a game like this before, or after this. It's just so well done in so many ways.
This way.
Oh. Look, here's some of my wine, but I don't think this is what we want.
A draught of meadow will keep us from the damps.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, get him real inebriated so he doesn't know that we're trying to kill him.
Enjoy.
Dang.
It will still the cough.
Oh, he's drunk as hell, though, look. Oh, we're gonna kill this dude. Oh, we're gonna kill this dude real bad. Sir? Don't die before we get there. Jesus, you don't sound good at all. Here's where I get lost. Okay, there's the wine. That means we need to go this way, doesn't it? But it's like there's a dead end.
He has a weakness.
Yeah, we gave it to him already. Left, up, left, right, right. I may need some help here because it's really, really difficult. From the wine bottles, where do you go? So up. There's a skeleton right there. Can't go up from here. Damn. See, it's like... Not this way. I hate this one because like I could never find my way out.
Along here.
Is it this way? Where though? Oh, Toko. Okay, thanks. This is the right way. It was just, I think it was just, if the one that looks empty has the bottles. Gosh. This is hard. Where do we go now? Yo, this boy gonna die before we get there. He gonna die. before we even get there. We can go right or left.
Come along.
Oh, maybe it's this? No, but this is this again.